What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the last, mark my words, this is the last Legacy Evolutions figure I will ever unbox on this channel and or ever review on this channel. Gosh, I'm so happy to finally be done with that. There's maybe one or two figures I gotta outsource from Legacy United, but finally we get to take a look at freaking Beachcomber. Good lord. You guys have no idea how long I have been waiting to do Beachcomber. Like, take note, I've been sitting on this guy for a month. And I literally did his review last night, but the problem is that when I went to go upload it, the file was corrupted. So I could not upload the video at all. So, yeah, it was frustrating. Anyways, y'all know the rules. We don't take a look at this first. We take a look at this, and the packaging is quite interesting, to say the least. Without the insert inside here, we have the Beachcomber going on here. With the gun in the wrong... Actually, no, this is the right orientation. I will show you guys something funny in a minute here. On the side here, we've got Beachcomber. We've got the Paradise Parakeet, who's also sitting there flying around up at front. On this side, we've got the artwork for the Legacy Evolution that they obviously are now discontinued. Well, maybe not discontinued, but done. On the back of the packaging, this is where things get really freaking hilarious. This gun is inverted. So this gun does not work that way. It only works the way that this is oriented. It's not going to work that way. Trust me, I tried it. So... But anyways, removing said packaging out of the picture here, now we can take a look at the Beachcomber himself. And I gotta say, it's an figure. I mean, take note, it's one of those figures that came out because Hasbro was like, well, we're nearly done. We've got a couple figures we want to do. Got a couple things that are in the works. We'll just push them through. And this is what they gave us. They gifted us Beachcomber. Here's the Paradise Parakeet. Let's take a quick look at the Paradise Parakeet real quick here, folks. To which I gotta say, they did a good job with this thing here. They painted on the feathers. They painted on the eyes. They painted on the beak. Dude, there's a lot they painted on this little dude here. So, and in doing so, in typical Transformers fashion, it is on a 5mm port. So you can totally shove it into a 5mm port if you wish. So, anyways. One last thing I would like to say that is a positive about this figure is that it does have rubber tires. It has rubber tires, just like the Legacy United Optimus Prime, just like the, actually I think that's the only one that I can think of, the Legacy United G1 Optimus Prime. Oh, and the Age of the Primes Ultra Magna, excuse me. So, anyways, we're going to remove this little dude here. And then we're going to get him into his scale comparisons. That's right, y'all know it. You were waiting for it. Yes, you were. So, here he is with Legacy Evolution's Bombshell. Been a minute since we pulled the Insecticons out. Here he is next to Shrapnel. Here he is next to Animated Prowl from Legacy Evolutions. And finally, last but not least, here he is with our previous Legacy Evolutions review. Here he is with DevCon. Alright, let's get this guy into his robot mode. And to do so, you are going to have to remove this. Parts forming, why is there... I know, trust me. I'm just not as happy about it as you are. So, in order to do this, you're going to need to remove this. You're going to need to remove the gun, which the only way it can actually work is you see these two little tabs right here. They tab right on in there, and that little post goes right into that half port, like the port right there. Take that, plug it in, and that's how I know that this packaging right here is lying. You cannot have it in this orientation. If you do, you will break something on your figure. So, anyways, remove this off to the side. And we're going to come to this piece here and just push it all the way back. Take this, like the roll cage here, we're going to push it all the way back. And I think that'll just about get everything started. So then you're going to come to these pieces here. You're going to literally just kind of pull all of this forward so that way you can get a hold of this and untab it from this little spot right in here. And it does tab in on the chest as well, right down here. There's a little tab that goes right in there. And this tab slot goes right into here. So anyways, do the same thing on the other side. You're going to undo that. You're going to remove it. You're going to split this down the middle. You're going to do the same thing with the roll cage. You can do that. And then you're going to come down to the bottom of said figure. And there are panels that we get to open up here, or will open up on their own. You can take that, pop it open. Take this, pop that one open. Take the legs, flip them all the way down like so. And then we're going to finish these legs off by taking this roll cage piece, pushing it all the way up to the seat, and that's how that's going to close up. Take these panels and just close them all up. Actually, better yet, close the back panels up first, and then take the heels and just swing them all up. So, and there you have the legs all done. Take this chest piece and just collapse it down, and there you've got pretty much Beachcomber in his robot mode. But we're not finished yet. Y'all know we are not finished yet. So take that, put that there. There is a port on the bottom of the Paradise Parakeet here. If I can get my camera to focus, there we go. And there are little posts right here on Beachcomber's shoulders, so you can just plug him in to his shoulders. And there you have Legacy Evolutions Beachcomber in his robot mode. And I have to say, it's a figure that was wanted, warranted, but I feel like they gave up, really. I feel like the transformation is fluent, it's easy, it's simple, it's right for the demographic that they're trying to go for, but I feel like it was a little anticlimactic based off of what they presented to us in that Hasbro Pulse stream. Does anybody remember that Pulse stream? They made it seem like this dude was like going to be really complicated and everything of the nature was going to be really difficult, and that it was not. I don't like that Hasbro Pulse stream. That was not my favorite one that I've ever seen. But in doing so, though, they did announce Beachcomber, which got everybody hyped and excited. So I can't complain too much about that. Moving him off to the side, we'll do him in scale comparisons. We'll get into final thoughts, and then we shall rank and end the video. That's right. So here he is next to Legacy Evolutions Shrapnel. Here he is next to Bombshell. Here he is next to Animated Prowl. And finally, here he is with our previous review. Here he is with Legacy Evolutions DevCon. All right. Now, where am I going to rank Beachcomber here? I don't know. I'd love to say that I'd love to say he ranks highly, but I feel extremely underwhelmed for this figure. And when I say underwhelmed for this figure, I genuinely mean I feel underwhelmed for this figure, because this figure, I feel like, kind of got lost in the shuffle. Like, for example, we had the final wave of Legacy Evolution come out, and then they were telling us, oh no, that's not the final wave. We got one more. And then all of a sudden they were just like, oh wait, we're gonna release it, but we're only gonna release it in certain parts of the US, Canada, Europe, Asia. We're only gonna do that. And then after that, they were like, okay, now we realized our mistake, so we're going to re-release it, and we're going to put it in. We're going to basically put it in stores again. Oh, what stores are you going to put it in? GameStop. Seriously, Hasbro, I would honestly forgive a lot of the garbage that you guys do if you did not make really good characters like this with decent transformations and really odd accessories and really one-off characters to go to GameStop. Why would you have him go to GameStop? I just... Anyways, y'all know my grievances with GameStop. So, anyways, I think that if I'm going to rank this guy fairly for the rest of this, I only can rank him a 6.75 out of 10, which is a recommend. Anything over a 6 out of 10 is a recommend. Anything lower than a 6 out of 10 is a I don't know why you want to pick it up. So, but that's not my problem to deal with. That is your money. That is your wallet. And this is a figure that you can go and get at GameStop if you're lucky. They only get 1 or 2 of these guys in stock. When they do the re-releases, they only get 1 or 2 of these guys in stock. And also take note, the price I paid for this was not worth the transformation, was not worth the details, was not worth the Paradise Parakeet, and was not, I don't understand why on earth they bothered to do that. Like, I enjoy the figure, I do, but I feel like it was one of those figures that, like, they were like at the last minute, they just gave up. And this is what they gave us. So I can't really be on board with all of this. So, anyways, that is my review and my ranking for the Transformers Legacy Evolutions Deluxe Class Beachcomber with Paradise Parakeet. And this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well. That's right next to the like button. It's just useful if you hit both of them. Maybe not at the same time, but if you hit them both, it definitely helps the channel. And you should definitely go check out Jordy's Rail videos, Patrick's Voice Rail, Riveted Rail Fan, Riveted Reviews, iStar552, Bravely GG, Alexander Rothschild, Take Along Productions, Lemon Lime Studios, Kitten Cat 999, Zaga the Animator, Sentinel Edits, and Little Erm. And the reason why I shout them out at the end of these videos is because they are some friends, fans, and family of the channel. And, of course, during this holiday times, we have to include our friends and family. So please do not forget to hit that subscribe button down there, because that definitely helps me out. And you definitely can go check out their channels as well. I will leave a link to at least one of them in the description below. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys.